what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And now a great read, and it's picked off. And tough starting field position here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
When you have a lot of confidence in your offensive line, that allows you to take shots, as we just saw there. Hardly anyone is going to say, let's go ahead and dial up a big throw from the shadow of their own goal line. But they did there because they knew the guys up front would give them time. They weren't able to complete it, but it was a nice attempt.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. 5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. Now Roethlisberger down around his goal line. Over the middle to Evans. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals. In possession of the football, and they've got it here with a first down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. It's a 4-receiver look to the right side. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. And this time they go underneath for a simple pitch and catch.
And not only do you get the pitch and catch, Brandon, but you're able to keep the receiver moving when you hit him with the drag route.
And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. To throw again is Roethlisberger. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does throw.
And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Here we go!
Now they'll run it on the toss. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Third down and 8 now.
Watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left.
5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. They give him 12 yards and a first down.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
They'll look to throw here. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 30 yards on the pickup there. And the Ravens are...
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
And now a first down following that long gain. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And back at the 8 now, 3rd and goal. On play action, they'll throw. Got a man, it's caught. For the Ravens, touchdown. Rashad Perriman with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And he's able to put it through. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. It's just too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the D looking like they may blitz. And he motions the wide receiver. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Hurry up, let's go. Left. Check.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Can't find anyone open. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
So we've got a 2nd and 5. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
I got 11.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Shift together here from the D-line. 1st and goal here from the 2. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens add on. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And the wideout in motion.
Hey, watch it. Double bump. Check 50. Left. Check.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And got his man complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect